where you go to learn how to code and create.
It's a great place to learn fundamentals of computing, and when you get to the higher levels, you're learning algorithms. All these are really important things.
At KTByte, we try to empower our students by teaching them computer science and have them to be able to do things that we can only dreamed of doing when we were kids.
We start teaching them how to use artificial intelligence algorithms, such as deep convolutional neural networks. Over time, they start seeing the world in a completely different way. They start looking at our everyday technologies, whether they're apps, whether they're websites, whether they're self-driving cars, or whether it's our Mars missions, and they start feeling like this is something tangible, this is something I can work on, this is something that I can actually accomplish and not feel intimidated by.
You don't really need to know that much in order to be able to start solving really cool problems. And I think that's what got me into it.
But comp sci, you can apply stuff, you can make tools, you can really explore whatever you want to do. And so
the biggest thing I like about algorithms is really teaching you how to think. And I think that affected all of my areas of academia.
Like, my dad can program a little bit, and now he sometimes shows me things that he's made, and it's actually pretty interesting.
I keep reading about artificial intelligence and kind of getting to know how that worked in the class. That was pretty interesting.
Our classroom allows for a lot of personalization and a lot of that individualized attention. Most of our classes has a one-to-one attention between the instructor and the student.
Or maybe you could say K repetitions, because if the
We're really happy to have students from all over the world with our web conference classes. And so sometimes it's pretty exciting to have a student in Korea with a student in China, with a student in India, and also one in Canada, the United States, all taking classes at the same time. It's not only like a live classroom, it's actually sometimes a little bit better because the instructor doesn't need to walk around the table to check every single student's computer. The instructor has all the students' screens right in front of him. And similarly, the student doesn't need to walk over and look at the instructor's computer. The student can see the instructor's computer right there. All of our problem sets have recording of an instructor, such as myself, working them through how to solve certain problems. And all of them are just in the browser, so they don't need to download anything to try using Java and to try solving some kind of Java or algorithmic problem.
We've had dozens of students placed highly in the USICO computer science competition. That's the Computer Science Olympiad, where students compete to represent the US in an international programming competition.
Actually work at a couple of jobs because I had a background in CS.
I tried to sort of start a new language. I made the starts of it.
We've also had a lot of students get accepted into the MIT Primes program, where they work with professors on a research project.
I've done Lego FLL, programmed the robot and all of that.
Hackathons like LexHack and Metro Hacks I've done. My parents think it's a really good program.
A couple of my friends, we did the MIT Blueprint, and we actually got second place in the advanced division, which is pretty sick. So we made this game called Gravity 4, which is basically Connect 4, except you press a button and it flips and the chips fall down.